match, I'm like checking out I'm searching him up on all social medias and seeing what I find. Like right as soon as we match, as soon as I get the notification, I'm looking him up.
Hey, thank God I have nothing on social media.
You have to do the background check though, because some guys are stupid enough to have the girl's name right in their bio, like right on their thing.
Or you look into the pictures that they're tagged in, and all of a sudden, oh, that's your girl.
So then I know right, like I don't want to waste my time.
YouTube, what's up? Once again, Clutch here.
You know what it is, E?
Shayla.
Lucia.
So we're gonna have another relationship topic for you guys. So I'm gonna get right into it. Shayla, I have a quick question. Now, it's about cheating. Now, I'm always wondering, why is it that, well, first off, let me ask, have you ever caught a guy cheating?
Yeah.
Like, in action?
Oh, no.
Oh, never? Have you?
No.
Okay.
Or not on me, at least. I've seen.
So, okay, my question is, when a girl catches a guy cheating and they get all the evidence, they've seen text messages, they've seen online photos, all that stuff, why is it that they still have to confront the guy? Why don't they just take the proof and just say, forget it?
I think it's because you want them to like give you that validation or like that closure that like they actually did it, even though you have all the facts, just for them to like feel stupid that they got caught maybe.
But what
it doesn't add anything for you really, I don't think.
I don't know, I feel like some people just want you to like admit to it, you know, because people will lie to your face and everything, but then you see it and it's like, okay, so did you do it? Because some people, you know, you can have all the facts right there. Yeah. They'll be like, no. Like, you know, so like just say it. Yeah. But
have you ever caught a girl cheating?
Caught a girl cheating?
Yeah,
like on me?
Yeah.
No.
You never seen like her phone? I guess you don't know.
I don't check her. I don't do any. I've never. God is my witness. Any girl I've ever been with, I've never checked her phone. I can't do those, man. That was a headache to do those things. So it's like, if you're doing it, if you're good at it, don't tell me.
Or be good at it at least.
I haven't caught a girl cheating like red-handed, like in the act, but I've seen messages and whatever the case is. But I've always been the type to just, after I see the proof, then that's it. There's nothing else to really talk about. Because I've seen, there's a show I've seen on YouTube that the guy got caught cheating and the girl was just standing there talking to him. Admitted, tell me why. And the girl's standing there like with the sheet over her, like, and she's still like, what are you guys doing? And I'm like, well, clearly you know what she, so I've always wondered if all girls were like that. What would you do if you caught a guy red-handed, like the girl was in the bed? Would you let them finish or would you walk in?
What?
No, like seriously.
What? Let me just excuse myself for a second.
No, like
I'll be right back. Do you need water?
How would you react? Would you let?
No, it's fine. No. Can I get you water? Need a rag? Like what?
Towel? Like, just let me know.
No, I'd black out on both of them. Absolutely.
You just black out? What do you think that would do though? You think that would make him
Make me feel better.
and then catch a charge?
Girl, most likely.
No, but it's hard to get rational at that point.
Because you're emotional, you're acting off emotion.
That's one thing.
And especially if you really care about the person, like immediately.
Yeah. I feel like I couldn't even like imagine what I would do because as far as I know, I've never been cheated on. But if I were to witness it, I would have no idea.
I think it'd be harder for girls.
So what would you do if you caught a thing like a girl that you were dating?
I'm easy to detach. Like,
okay.
So I wouldn't get the satisfaction of someone seeing me sweat. So
You just be like, aye.
Yeah, even if it's starting to bug me, I'll just go play ball and just kind of get it out my system for the most part. But I won't let that person see me sweat. I was like, all right, cool, that's what it is.
So you open the door, you see her and him. Would you say, yo, what are you doing? Or would you just see it, close the door, and then leave?
I'd probably just leave. Because if I stay, I'm gonna have to hurt somebody. Like,
That's the thing, yeah. How do you know
if I stay,
that?
it's gonna get physical to a point because I'm not hearing no explanation. I'm not asking why or nothing. It's just gonna be straight on brawl, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do it because I'm gonna get charged. So I'd rather just leave. And then when it comes back to me, then it's just gonna get really rowdy. Because the person's gonna have to come back to me, you know what I mean? So that's what it is.
And you said you black out. What would you do?
I don't even know what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to be in that position.
You really do.
Yeah.
Because as much as I think like, oh, I'd beat his ass, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Would I?
mad or cry.
I'd probably cry.
And it could depend if you're in love.
No,
Yeah,
exactly.
if you're.
If you actually care about the person,
Like
yeah.
how deep this relationship is, or whose house it's at.
Or who the girl
Like,
is.
it
That's a
my
big thing
house,
too.
My bed with a girl I don't like. Okay, then I'd probably fight.
Anywhere with a girl you don't like. I
No,
think it depends who it
exactly.
is too.
I mean, if that's your home, like if you guys are in a relationship and not
absolutely,
living
yeah.
together, and you, ooh,
Yes.
Yeah, I can have a caveat. What if you guys had kids? You just get a blackout and end it, or?
I'd probably black out on the girl and then end it. Because I still have to co-parent.
Yeah.
But what if the girl doesn't know though? He was telling her
like you're
lies.
coming to a family's home.
There's no way you don't
There's
know.
pictures.
There's no way you don't
She's
know.
a female. Like girls would know. Girls aren't that stupid.
You look,
They
and
can
as a
act that
girl,
stupid,
like
but
as
they
a girl,
aren't.
if I've suspected a guy has a girl or something, and I go to his place,
Okay, now
you know,
we're capping now.
you know
That's why I
certain-
brought the cap, because I knew you guys were gonna start capping again.
you know certain things
Right.
to look for. Like you know certain things that girls
Or
would
like
have.
most guys don't do. You know, most guys don't clean certain things like
Or
this,
have, like,
do
all the
this. You know, some
decor,
guys go
like-
into a bathroom and it's like
This is too
this is
clean to
not a
be your
guy's-
house. Yeah.
Not even that, but just the way things are put. Like girls place things a certain way.
I'd hate for them to see my house. Well, I'm like the chick. Like my mom,
But
my
that's
mom,
what I mean.
my
Some
mom,
guys
yeah, my
are
mom did
very
me early,
particular.
man.
Yeah.
She scarred me for
Really?
life about cleaning. Oh God,
Yeah.
I got killed.
I
Especially,
can still tell.
especially from a Jamaican background.
Oh my God,
we're
like-
taught to be like clean and tidy.
We're raised by women, so that's what it
Some
really
are
is.
though.
Yeah, I
I'm
know
just
what
saying,
you
like
mean.
some
Yeah.
guys are particular, so there is that. But then sometimes you walk in and it's like, there is no way. Like a guy did not sit that like that.
You walk in and their room smells like farts and grease, and
Yeah, you guys are wild.
The
But
floor hasn't been swept in like at least a month.
so you girls telling me you guys never been played.
yeah.
That's why I call him cap, because not all girls are gonna know that the guy has. Some girls have been in a relationship for 3, 4, 5 years, and the guy's fully married.
So how many tell signs you guys like? If I can't say because you guys have never been through yours or no, but if you had to do tell signs, what would be the tell signs? So like, is it behavior? Is it conversation? Is it, like you said, cleaning up
Everything.
anything and just
Everything.
different attitude or different things that you're not
I'm
used
like,
to?
I like watch every single
you're
movement
particular.
people do, and I listen to everything. I'm like,
That's
okay,
what's up.
so that's what you're doing? Why did you do that? Well, blah, blah, blah. Why? Well, da, da, da. Why can't you give me a straight answer? What did you do?
So, but if you do that and he's actually innocent, does that not? Could that not
If they
become?
are,
Could that
they
become?
could be innocent, but I'm. You can ask anyone. I'm a curious person. I could like just meet you. You're gonna tell me something. Okay, so what about that? Tell me more.
Okay.
Like I want to know every detail about everything from anyone.
Okay,
so
that's what's up.
I feel like I pick up on things pretty quickly.
And with social media, it's so easy to get like anything you want to find out, you can
media
find
is
out.
Terrible. Terrible.
Like you can have like no
terrible
mutuals,
thing.
no nothing, and I can still find somebody's girlfriend or
You're
their
gonna find their
exes.
face.
It's too easy.
Or literally just like they mention one thing and it's like, okay, so he said he went to this place on this day. Let me
Red
look
flags,
that up.
yeah.
And boom, there's this girl. Also,
you
like,
like-
this girl's friend, and then boom,
One
also there's
thing-
pictures
How's-
of them.
One thing I told Clutch is that sometimes in a picture, if you look at the person's eyes, you can see the reflection in their eyes, and you can see who took the picture.
That's true.
Yeah, you
Sunglasses
can see
too.
that, yeah.
Sunglasses
Yeah,
are
that's
so
true, yeah.
bad. Like
So a lot of the time you see like
Yeah,
it's something
everything.
crazy, but
So now,
even, like,
so
a guy can
just
take
a
a
quick
picture.
question now. So if, like I said, even if he's not doing something, does your mind still go there?
Thank you.
it also
like just
depends
it's
how
just a
much-
guy you're hanging out with.
No, just not in general. So just habits in general. Does your mind still go to those places even though you're
It's
not?
yeah.
It's like an instinct. Is it still instinct that you know? What I mean, you just want to always double check or something else, even if he's not doing something, even if there's no threat of him doing something. Are you always still thinking like this possibility could be doing it?
But do you mean as
It
like a
depends on the
boyfriend?
person. Like I've dated some guys. I've been like, hey, what the heck are they doing? Blah blah blah. But I've also dated other guys who are like, I'm out with my friends. I'm like, okay, and that is the end of it. Like
okay,
I'm
you
at
just-
work. They're doing their thing, hanging out with their friends. I come home. They come home after I do, after midnight. It's like, hey, how's your night? Blah blah blah, and it's good. So I feel like it really depends on the person.
A person. Have you ever met an unpredictable person?
Yeah.
Like-
But then after a while, it's kind of like, okay.
You still start to
Everything he
learn
does
like
is
their
so-
patterns.
Yeah. That's the thing though. Like at some point, how do you differentiate that it's you overthinking or insecurity, or it's actually you're inquiring what he's doing?
I feel like it depends how like attached you are to that person, how much you trust them.
That's very good. Yeah, I can see that.
You know, if you don't know someone too well, but they seem to be like clicking with you right away, it's like, okay, so where are the red flags? Because there's got to be
Something is going
something
too
here.
easy, yeah.
But then sometimes it's just like, okay, we're good. Like I feel like it really depends on the person.
Okay, so say if it's a guy you just met, like say
Yeah.
you just you swipe right on Tinder and you guys match, and then say you guys started dating for say about a month.
Like exclusively?
Yeah.
Or openly dating?
Exclusive.
Okay.
You guys both like each other. You're gonna try your best to. Are you gonna overthink things, or are you gonna fully trust him?
Oh, I don't really trust anyone like that.
No.
But see, then you never gave it a fair shot. That's
No, but you can trust them, but like to an extent. You know, like
You kind of earn trust. I'm not going to just give you the benefit of the doubt right off top.
I'm not someone that's gonna like walk into a relationship just like that. Like we gotta be talking for like a good month or so. Like I really need to feel you out.
that's
as
why
a
I
person.
said a month.
So does your past
But,
have
like-
anything to do with how you see or anybody differently, or anything that you ever gone through?
Yeah.
Does now dictate what you look at or what you little tell signs, like you said, little tell signs, the red flags, all sorts of stuff.
I mean, to an extent, everyone's past reflects on your dating life, or especially if you
true.
have kids. You'll see like the way you were raised as a child. It really reflects on everything in ways like you wouldn't even pick up on until you have that situation. So I feel like to an extent, everyone has that happen. So yeah.
Okay.
That's true.
Well, what about you? If you just met a guy, you guys been seeing for each other for a month or so, would you fully like trust him? Like if you guys are giving it a real shot, would you fully trust him, or would you still be like,
No,
No?
I don't trust. No.
So then how do you guys expect
But
it
even
to
right
work?
right from the start, like as soon as we match, I'm like checking out I'm searching him up on all social medias and seeing what I find. Like right as soon as we match, as soon as I get the notification, I'm looking him up.
Hey, thank God I have nothing on social media.
You have to do the background check though, because some guys are stupid enough to have the girl's name right in their bio, like right on
Or
their
you
thing.
look into the pictures that they're tagged in, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden, oh, that's your girl.
So then I know right, like I don't want to waste my time. So then I know right quick, it's done. Like, no point.
So
Yeah,
one
go
more
ahead.
question.
Yeah,
So
go ahead.
if you meet the guy and the sex is great, I've been told that changes the mind of a female to a certain degree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So if sex is great, are you guys looking over red flags?
I'm blind.
That's all I need to
I'm colorblind.
The
red.
greatest answer in the world right there, yeah.
Red is my favorite color.
It looks a little more purpley to me.
Yeah, so
That's right, yeah.
But I mean, like,
Nice.
it's got to be like, you know, top tier for that to happen.
Yeah.
You know, like
But-
it can't just be anything casual where it's like, oh well, I'm doing this. No, like
But
that's not
then
good
again,
enough.
for the most part, I guess if you're semi-experienced, if you know what sex is about, then you know what you're looking for. If a girl's really, a lot of girls personally don't orgasm a lot. So the ones when you do get them and to get there to a situation is, I think the mindset changes. I don't know what it changes into. I've seen some couple of incidents myself, been through some incidents myself, but it changes.
I
the
think it
mindset.
complicates things because you don't get it from everybody. So then
So once you do get it, it's kind of like, okay,
you're like, hey, is that something
I'm
that's like
keeping
a
you.
real deal breaker or is it like just kind of shady?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's actually another question that
But then it also, I guess, goes to, sorry to cut you
Yeah.
off, if I'm taking it seriously or if that's all I'm like looking at it for.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I can still, we can still like hang out and do our thing and there can still be red flags. But if I already know what it is and I already don't trust you, we can still hang out.
That's
but
the thing.
I'm
Like if you figure it out from the beginning, and it's
Yeah.
kind of like, I don't know, like there's people that are like, okay, this is not going to go anywhere, so we're going to leave it at that.
and if you like get to that in your
then-
head, then it's
yeah.
easy to not
No,
catch.
exactly.
Like it's,
No matter how many times you actually do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've done it for like a year and, because right from the start,
Believe that though?
On
I haven't yet to see it.
But
I
it-
might
That's
have
what
to
I'm
see
saying,
it.
like,
I
But
have
it
to see it.
depends on
Because
the
I'm
female,
capping.
though.
ask me and Lucia are the same with this though, because literally
depends on
like
the
multiple
female.
times a week, the same guy for like a year and nothing, because right from the start, I told myself like,
And was it supreme? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If it's supreme and you can still say that, I have yet to see it. That's why I actually.
But
She
it
is my
depends, 'cause
proof.
I know girls that like, you know, I have to like be in love with this man to do it type of thing, and I'm just like, you don't really make me laugh. I don't like this about you. Blah blah blah. Like, let's just do this, then go. You know, like it's.
So do you guys have a checklist? There's like girls have an internal checklist, not necessarily. Well, you go down the list and say, but do you guys have an internal checklist of a guy you want to be with? Like,
there's like, you have an idea of like things that you
Yeah.
would want, but I think like,
And there's things you're willing to ignore. You know, like if he's doing this, this, and this, and this, it's like, okay, well, if he does this a little too much, then I don't like it. However, he is also doing this much for me.
Okay.
You know, it's like giving that little benefit there where it's like, hey, there's more pros, but the cons, like how heavy are the cons?
if you can deal with them or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I can actually put up with this, depends. But no, I feel like a lot of girls can detach themselves more than guys can give them credit.
Nowadays, and I always have this conversation because
can
You're calling
semi-
men don't
but
believe it.
honestly-
I
They
can
think
semi-agree with that.
men
Semi,
always say
yeah.
it's all emotional, but I
No,
think
you go to a
nowadays
guy's
it's so
house and, like,
switched.
First off,
Yeah.
this man's house stinks. This and this, blah blah blah. Like you're horrible at conversation. All you want to do is talk about yourself. I don't like.
In and out. I'm
But like I don't hype people up like that. So there's certain things where it's like that's a turn off. You're talking about yourself. You're wanting me to give you this attention that I am not.
It's
gonna give
annoying,
you.
yeah.
So like we can do it. Okay, that was great. But like that's all this is ever gonna be because I don't like you.
See, that's the thing. You,
at all.
you guys say that, but say his bedroom game is A1.
But it can
So,
be.
yeah, but then
But
after,
you don't like him outside of that. Then you come and you're
That
like,
is it. Like if like
same
if,
as a guy does.
Like I walk into this house, I don't like it. I don't like his personality at all. Like can't stand it. And it's just like nope. But that is A1. So that's all I'm gonna do.
So you stay, and
So
then you
I'll-
So
eventually.
you're able to detach yourself from the rest.
No, but he'll change your mind after the third
No.
the third smash around there. It's
Third.
usually.
I feel like I think too highly of some other men. 'Cause
Yeah.
some guys don't have like game at all. They think they do. It doesn't matter who they are, and it's just like
And sometimes it's like awkward. Like sometimes they try and do like stuff to like show off or like get your attention,
Yeah,
and you
like-
literally just sit there and it's like you're like
Okay.
embarrassed for them, and you're like, you don't have to do all that. Like
No, hold
you
on.
can literally just go.
Watch this, watch this.
funny because all I did was come here to
Yeah, like you don't have to do all that. It's fine.
Please stop.
What's the quality of men you guys are dating then? Ask yourself that question because
We're from Brandon.
yeah, but yeah, but at the same time though, if you can go to like other states or provinces and find whatever you want to look for, but the thing is there's that quality guy. It may not be what you want in terms of physical attraction, but you can get a nice Asian guy or what. Why are you doing that, man?
We gotta end that. That's okay. We gotta slice. We definitely gotta slice that part.
I didn't even mean to.
I tried not to. I tried to hold it.
Oh my goodness.
Woo! I tried to hold that was
I
funny.
love trees.
All right. By your reaction, I'm assuming that you only date black, or majority you've dated black guys.
Yeah, the odd white guy.
I've only been with black guys.
Only?
Only.
Okay.
I've gone on like one date with a white guy and I just wasn't feeling it. And I never went back.
No
So
personality.
what's it about black guys? Like I don't like tell us. Like let us.
I think on average, a lot of them are more like alpha, whereas a lot of white guys are like pushovers. Like if I feel like it's easier to like just kind of like run the show, and that's not like as attractive.
I don't know. For me, I feel like it's different. Like I'm mixed. I grew up in Brandon. There's not a big black population. So like growing up here, white guys weren't really interested in me because I'm not that like typical standard, right? Like I'm a thicker brown girl.
Yeah.
That's not like the popular thing in Canada. That's not what you grow up wanting.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to be like the first choice. So I've just been like, okay, I have like lots of white guys that are my bros. Like I've had white guys try, but I've just never really been into it. But I think it's because that attraction has never been there on both sides.
I've always heard, and like I just because I ask questions a lot. I think girls said, especially with interracial guys, like if a guy's white and then the girl's black or something else, it's almost like an intimidation thing. Like they don't understand or just kind of feel like there's
They
not
always
really.
think you have an attitude. That's one thing I found out. Like I know I can have an attitude, but like I'm also really sarcastic, and I'll be trying to say jokes, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't mean to offend you." I'm like,
It's not serious.
"I'm giving you a joke. Like, why are you apologizing?"
So basically, it's just the swagger and the bedroom game.
I mean, like black guys weren't like my immediate choice. That's just what's happened for me. You know what I mean? Like it's not like, oh, I love black men because of this, and this. It's just
In high school, all
It
I
just
hung out with
happens
was
to
like
be
the white
that.
hockey guys. So then I guess that kind of switched, and then it's just, yeah.
So you'd marry a black guy, or it doesn't matter what
I feel like
race.
the future, anything could happen.
okay.
It's just as of right now, I've only been with black guys.
And you would marry whatever, doesn't matter the race.
Probably black,
Oh, okay.
but who knows?
But that's also a thing I feel like affects things. Like, I have a kid who's basically fully black. Like, her dad's fully black.
Right.
I'm mixed. So it's also like, how will that kid feel if they suddenly have
Yeah.
a one parent and a mixed parent?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that changes things a lot too.
That's true.
And being if they're like mainly with, for example, us as the moms,
Yeah.
and then there's a white guy, especially for my situation because I'm white, obviously. So then having two white parents and being mixed, then how
And
do
the
you know
possibility
that
of
they don't
having-
feel like misunderstood or like that they don't belong or something?
Or
So I
having
think
more
that's-
kids too. Because like, I always think about that like with my daughter. I'm like, okay, if I have another kid with a white guy, like colorism is a huge thing.
Yeah.
It's hard enough doing this. I'm like, that's a lot to think about.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I have a question for you guys. If your girl was at the grocery store and the guy ahead of her or the guy behind her wanted to pay for her whole entire grocery bill, would you be mad? What would you want her to do? Would you want her to let him pay for it? Or would you rather her say, nah, I got it, and pay for it herself? What do you think is more appropriate?
Well, the guy can do whatever he wants with his money. I ain't tripping. Like, if you want to trick, go ahead and trick.
Yeah,
Like,
if you have the intentions on trying to get something from what you're doing, good luck. Because then, like I said, you got to know your partner. If I know my partner, she said, do you want to do that? Hey, I'll salute to you, bro. Thanks for the groceries. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
I saw a huge thing on Twitter about it, and I thought,
saw
like,
that too.
why would you not take the free groceries?
it's like-
like,
So,
I'm
like-
going home to my
Yeah.
man with my groceries that you just paid for.
Like, I
But-
clearly, you see, it's a family food thing, so you see where I'm going. So it's like,
Yeah.
if we're going to pay
With
for
the
it,
money I was
like,
gonna spend on groceries, we're going out for dinner.
yeah.
yeah, I wouldn't care what he does. I'm not insecure or jealous about it. I'd just be like, yeah, cool. Like, I mean, it helps us, the household out. Like, so.
now, if this keeps happening, okay, me and this guy are going to have a discussion now, because now you're doing this, but now you're doing this to get something. Before, it was, okay, that could have been courtesy. Now, if you just keep doing it, okay, who are
Yeah,
you? What are
that's-
you doing? What's
That's
the
weird,
situation?
yeah.
What are you trying to get out of it? You know what I mean?
And on top of that, it's like, how come this so convenient? You always meet
Always
her?
a time, a stalker. Like, you know what I mean, those are the type of
That's
things that
sus.
go to my head. If you're always equaling up, if you're always seeing her somebody or you're buying something, okay, now what are you doing? You're just really trying to date the girl. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
So would you guys, another question, would you guys, if you guys knew that a woman was married and you met her at the club and she wanted to go home, are you going home knowing she's married, but her saying it's not a big deal? Are you going home or are you not doing it?
What?
Yeah,
Go ahead. You go ahead.
And you know, and I know she's married.
Yeah.
This is a moral thing for me. I probably won't, because what goes around comes around, and I know that karma will probably get me once I get married. She'd probably leave with another dude or something, but morally, I probably would not. And this journey that I have through my life, I'm kind of been practicing more discipline. So I think in this stage of my life, I probably wouldn't. Now, the younger version of me, I probably would have slid through real quick with some tea and biscuit.
I'll be honest with you, I've seen it. So, I already know, you know, Quaz. So, long story short, we were at the club a long time ago, and this lady, Quaz was the DJ. And this lady came, and she was hammered, but she was just throwing stuff all over. So that night, we already left. I think somebody took her home or whatever situation. The worst thing about that is, I think it was 3 or 4 days later, we went to Applebee's. And we're sitting at the bar, sitting there, and she walked in with her family. And we didn't know. We sat there, we didn't know. We just took our head, we both sat down and immediately stopped and just stopped. We all stared at her, we're just like, and the guy didn't know a thing, he didn't know anything, and we were just like, oh, okay. And we
That's
just put our heads down and just started, we couldn't do anything about it. I just had to eat it because I didn't have the heart to sit down here and do it, you know what I mean? So I just like,
So if you get to her house and you didn't know, and you get to her house and you see family pictures on the wall of her, her man, her kid, are you still following through?
if the alcohol's in your system, you already made it. Like if it's 2, 3, 4 o'clock and you're going, and you have alcohol in your system, I don't care if you're male or female, you're already there for the reason. You know what I mean? To stop, to be conscious of what you're doing at that point, that means you're probably sober and you should know better what you're doing. But if you're going late night and you're drunk, I don't see any dick stopping that.
Yeah.
You know, so-
I mean, if in the case, because I don't drink as much, but in the case I'm not drunk and I'm sober, I would ask her like, who is that? But in the same case, would she tell the truth, right? Because I'm there for a reason. She wants to get piped. So she's not going to tell me the truth. She'd be like, oh, that's my sister's, or
Or
So
we're
going
getting
back-
a divorce.
yeah, we're getting a
so many
divorce,
things.
we're separated, he's not here right
Yeah.
now. So it's not like I'm never going to know.
But going back to your original question of if we knew our guy was cheating, would we ask him if we already seen the proof? So if you see her in her wedding picture with her man, why are you even asking who that is? You know who it
No,
is.
but that's different because I'm not catching her red-handed getting piped
No.
by her husband.
No, at the start we
seeing
were talking
pictures.
about if you see all this proof and you're confronting them without having to see it in person. Like if you see the texts, are you still bringing it up? So if you see her wedding picture, you obviously see what it is. So are you bringing it up for your own peace of mind for her to lie to you to make it okay? Or are you just...
No, but the scenarios are different. I see what you're trying to do, but the scenarios are different because the scenario that I gave is that you're either catching them red-handed, meaning that you got all the proof, like, hey, we're meeting up here at the hotel this time, bring condoms, bring drinks, we're going down, it's going down. The time and everything line up. So there's no weaseling your way out of it. Your scenario is I'm going there and it's so vague. Like there's pictures of her and a guy and she can easily say, well, yeah, we're separated. We just got a divorce and he's a lame, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool, bet. I'm not gonna go any further questions because I just want to hit.
Yeah,
that is true.
So she lies.
Your situation is too vague. Like she can just easily lie and I'm like, I don't know any solid, like I'm not going through her texts. I'm not seeing anything else.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, with a female, with a guy, she don't gotta lie too much. You're giving it up. We ain't asking for
Yeah, we're not asking too many. We'll ask one question. Just, yeah.
All right, yeah,
Once
take
you-
it for what she said.
Yeah, you just gotta go. Gotta get the prize and gotta be on our way. You know what I mean?
And you said after the club, I'm aged.
That's what I was
But
telling
that's
you.
My-
like the difference
yeah.
between like a guy's mind versus a girl's mind.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, well, like,
I'm gonna cause
I
a
didn't
scene.
see that.
Yeah.
And I'll reverse
Like, you
that.
came here to do something, that's what's gonna happen. Whereas like girls, it's more like, so who is she? What did you say?
But would you do that though if a guy took you from the club, brought you home, or brought you to his house, you saw the family pictures and everything, would you ask the same thing or would you just say it's just gonna smash?
I think it depends on what I'm drinking.
It depends how much I've drank, definitely.
Yeah.
If I'm even
So you
like
go
paying
for it?
attention to pictures on the wall.
Well, it depends. If I'm like blacked out, then yeah.
Like
But
if I'm super drunk, I don't pay attention to
okay.
anything. You could be talking to me, we'd have a whole conversation, and I'd walk away, like mid-conversation, and I'd come back and be like, oh, I didn't know you were here.
Yeah.
You know, like every time, it doesn't even matter like how much I drink, I can be tipsy and I just forget things instantly.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't even be able to pay that much attention. I'd like,
Okay, yeah.
if it was a stay the night situation, I'd wake up and be like, oh, oh,
Yeah, okay.
okay. That's nice.
That's fair enough. Okay, well, I'll wrap this up. Thank you all for tuning in and see you back on the next one. Peace.